Hello, sir.
Madhumita, few minutes, we'll start.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Very good evening to one and all present here. So, I like to invite you all for the seminar on electric vehicles. So, I'd like to uh, uh, ask Unimoya for giving the introduction about the today's chief guest. So, Unimoya, you can give the introduction about chief guest now.
Thank you, sir. Hello, good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you present here to the seminar on electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid vehicles, PHEVs, conducted by Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, SRM Valiamai Engineering College. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. K. Irango, sir, Professor and Head, Department of EEE, and the speaker of today's seminar, Ms. Madhumita Sundar Babu, who is also an alumnus of our college. Ms. Madhumita graduated from SRM Valiamai Engineering College specialized in electrical and electronics engineering in the year 2021. She got selected and completed 4 months training in Wiley M3 internship program. Currently, she is working at Morgan Stanley Bangalore as junior support engineer. I also welcome all our staffs, students, and other participants who are all present here in this event. I feel very happy to invite Ms. Madhumita Sundar Babu onto the platform so as to get an opportunity for all of us to listen to the speaker. Ms. Madhumita?
Yes, Unimia, thank you so much for that. And good evening, all. So, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Okay.
audible.
Yeah, thank you. So, good evening, all. Initially, I would like to thank the college and especially our department for giving me this opportunity and welcome you all for the seminar on electrical vehicles, that is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So, as Unimia mentioned about me, parallelly, I'm doing a project on Manta in Morgan Stanley. And without any delay, I'm getting into the topic now. So, let me share my screen. Yeah. Hope you all could see my screen now. Okay. So coming to the first thing.
Yes, Mahatma, you can continue. Your screen is visible for.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So the first thing comes to our mind while talking about EV is fossil fuels, right? So let us see some information regarding fossil fuels. And so coming to some statistical data on fossil fuels, here comes couple of graphs. The first one is prediction of fossil fuels from 1800 to 2010. If you could see the graph, there is a spike in fossil energy production recently. And coming to the another graph, it shows the depletion rate of fossil fuels. As we need alternate, we all know that countries around the world. Yeah? Okay. So as we all know, countries around the world developing renewable energy source for consumption. So coming to the next slide. So this chart shows that 62 percentage of uh, like greenhouse gas emission is due to carbon dioxide, which is due to burning of fossil fuels, as we all know this. And also 196 governments around the world have signed a Paris Agreement in order to limit global temperature, and this thing is like extracted from 2019 annual energy outlook. And since there is a depletion of fossil fuel, and in order to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, here comes EV into picture. So coming to a quick study, India's commitment is to shift towards EV by 2030, and this graph shows the expected sales of EV in some countries, like in upcoming years, and which is evident that there is a major scope for EV in future. So this data is extracted from the Boomerang Opinion, and let's jump into some basic history. So we all are thinking that EV is a modern topic, which is not true. And the first EV is invented and displayed by Robert Anderson in the year of 1835. And after that, from early 1900s, there is a huge development in uh, like fossil energy production, and because of this there is a drastic decline in electrical vehicles, and now again EV came into the picture. So coming to some types of electrical vehicles, like the electrical vehicles are classified into three types, and they are battery electric vehicle BEV, hybrid electric vehicle HEV, and plug-in hybrid electric vehicle PHEV. Before going deep into the types, uh, like let me give some idea on regenerative braking. as you all have learned in the syllabus itself, regenerative braking is nothing but in an electrical vehicle, the stored kinetic energy of the running vehicle can be converted into electrical energy instead of wasting it as heat during braking. So let me tell in very simple words. So when the driver steps on the brake, the vehicle's electric motor switches into the generator mode. So because of moment of inertia, the vehicle doesn't get stopped immediately, right? But it moves for some distance and gets stopped. And during this particular period, the energy get produced by the generator and gets stored in the battery. So this is all about the regenerative braking. And coming back to the types, coming to the battery electric vehicle type. So this type of vehicle has both battery and this type of vehicle has the battery and no fuel tank. And this kind of vehicle are fully electric, and the battery gets recharged by both plug-in.
இருக்கும். ஆனா இந்த போன்ல ட்ராக் பேட் யூஸ் பண்ற அளவுக்குலாம் இருக்காது. இந்த போன்ல ஸ்கிரீன் முன்னாடி எடுத்தது காட்டுறேன். டிவியோட ஸ்கிரீன் சார்
Anyone having doubt?
இதுல தொட்டா டிவில இருக்குது என் போன்ல வந்துடும். அந்த சமயத்துல அப்படி வந்து நம்பர்னா
Yeah, thank you, Matish. Okay, so let's continue. So coming to the coming to the hybrid electric vehicle type. So this kind of vehicle has the both batteries and the fuel tank. So no plug-in is available in this type, and the battery gets recharged only by the regenerative braking system and the IC engine. So the IC engine is connected to a generator, and the generator gets connected to the battery with help of a power converter. So coming to the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So this has again as both the battery and the fuel tank. So the battery gets recharged by both plug-in and regenerative braking system as well. So this is all about the types. So again, there is a classification. This slide again shows the classification of EV only. So if you could see here, uh, there are some model examples for each type, like for BEV, Tesla, Nissan, and so on companies providing models. And for example, HEV, here comes Toyota, Ford models, and for PHEV, BMW, Mitsubishi, Volvo models. And as our topic explains, let's get into plug-in hybrid electric vehicles in detail. So, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles further classified into series and parallel plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, as the picture shows. In case of series PHEV, only the electric motor turns the wheel. The IC engine uh, runs the generator and produces energy so that it gets stored in battery, and further it can be used to run the wheels. So coming to in case of parallel PHEV, the wheels can be turned by both electric motor as well as the IC engine. So the controller provided in the vehicle decides whether the wheels should be turned by engine or the motor. Coming to the parallel type, we can decide whether the vehicle should be run only by only by electricity or only by IC engine. But in case of series PHEV, the vehicle runs only by the motor. This is the major difference between series and parallel hybrid electric vehicles. So coming to the battery type. So there are various kinds of battery types and capacities. capacity used. So like generally lead acid, nickel metal, lithium ion batteries are widely used in electrical vehicles. In case of capacity, example is a model called Smart EQ, provides 17.6 kilowatt hour capacity battery, whereas Tesla model, especially model S, as like 100 kilowatt hour capacity. So the battery type and the capacity will be customized during the manufacturing. So coming to before going to the block diagram, coming to the motor, induction motors are widely used in electrical vehicles because we all know that induction motors are simple in constructions, independent of what to say, independent of environmental conditions, and it and also it does not has brushes, slip rings and commutators, and hence comparatively it is a low cost. So people preferring induction motor widely for the electric vehicle manufacturing. So coming to the overall block diagram of PHEV, as we have discussed previously, it has both the plug-in and the fuel tank. So the fuel tank is connected to the IC engine. So the IC engine uh, turns the is connected to the motor through the transmission. So the transmission is nothing but the gearbox. So again, the IC engine is connected to the generator so that energy can be produced and get stored in the battery. So between the battery, motor and generator, we are having the power converters. The power converters are nothing but the rectifiers or the inverters. So that as we all know, the rectifiers converts the AC into DC so that battery can be recharged. And again, coming to this power converter, uh, mostly inverters are used so that DC can be converted into AC. So this is all about the uh, overall block diagram. And coming to the advantages and the disadvantages part, as we all know, coming to advantages, it is environmentally friendly. So yes, the EV produces less emission, so it is environmentally friendly, and no or less fuel or gas cost. We can't say no fuel cost because like PHEV has the both plug-in and the fuel tank, so the fuel consumption can be reduced, so it's no or less fuel or gas cost, and wide range of speed and more efficient when compared to normal IC engine vehicles. EV has a very good efficiency. And coming to the disadvantages, lack of charging stations, as EV is a it is in the developing stage. There is a lack of stations in the surroundings, and it is comparatively expensive and the minimal amount of pollution. So we can't say the pollution is completely reduced. There will be a minimal amount of pollution, as while PHEV is running through IC engine, it may emit some like gases. But coming to there is another advantage is that it is a noise free, so the noise pollution can also be reduced. So this is the topic about, and coming to the conclusion part. The content covered in this session is just a basic overview, and there are separate courses, especially for EV. There are especially for EV, there are many online courses as well, and this has a greater scope in future. And hope this session is helpful for you all. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Madhumita, for sharing your very insightful knowledge and views on the topic electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid vehicle PHEVs as a renewable energy source, scope of electric vehicles in the future, and how electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles work. We hope that all of you are enriched with information about electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. I also thank her for spending her valuable time with us and enlightening us with our seminar. I take this opportunity to thank our head of the department, faculties, students, and all the other participants who joined this event.
Uh, yes, before conclusion, I'd like to ask every participant to turn on the camera so that we will take a photograph. Participants, kindly turn on your camera. After taking the photograph, I will share the feedback link via chat box so that I request all of you to give a true feedback about this particular seminar. Participants, kindly turn on the camera. Participants, faculties also I request to turn on the camera. Sir, Ayyappan sir.
சார் சுதாகர் சார் எடுத்துட்டேன்.
Okay, okay.
ஓகே ஓகே.
Thank you all once again for participating in the event. Thank you.
Yeah, just a minute. I will share the feedback link. So I request everyone to give a true feedback about this event. Thank you. Thank you. So feedback link is available in chat box. So kindly go to chat box and give your feedback.